was first to break it about an hour ago, that Fabinho, the Brazilian, has been left out of Liverpool's pre-season squad. They fly out to Germany today, but Hendo is on the plane. Fabinho isn't. There was a 40 million plus bid put in for Fabinho last night from a Saudi club. We all know about the Saudi league. Fabinho, his age profile, he didn't have a great season last year. He is a number 6. He's going to be hard to replace, but I would say Liverpool will accept the 40 million and are already in looking for maybe a Lavea or maybe even a Caicedo. Who knows? But it is absolutely crazy. It's wild. But that's the thing. I think Hendo stays. He is on the plane to Germany, but Fabinho is not on the plane. So Liverpool in talks with the Saudi club. He's in talks. He's probably tripling his wages. It'd be a huge move for Fabinho. It's crazy, isn't it? This Saudi thing has really thrown the cat amongst the pigeons. As I say, there was talk of Hendo going. We all know about it. We did a show last night with Keith and with Niall, Jack the other day. So it was all talk, Hendo going, club captain. But I would say it looks like Fabinho will be the one to go because, of course, the fee, 40 million plus for a guy like that. As I say, he didn't light up the season for us last year, but he has been brilliant for us overall. He's been absolutely brilliant. We won the league because of him, and we won the Champions League because of him, because he was one of the best number 6s for about 2-3 years in the world, definitely in the league. But we got to replace him if he goes. This is moving fast. It's a fast story. As I say, he's been left out of the pre-season squad that flew out to Germany this morning. Fabinho was not on the plane. Then last night there was stuff about a 40 million bid coming in from a Saudi club, and Paul Joyce has mentioned it today. You know, James Pearce, everybody that you would want to say, David Ornstein is mentioning it today. So Fabinho left out of the Germany pre-season squad, but Hendo is on the plane. Now, what you read into that, I don't know. What I read in is the 40 million for Fabinho would be accepted by Liverpool because you can't turn it down, and that maybe Hendo has turned his head and said, listen, I'll stay at Liverpool, but who knows, but he's on the plane. Fab isn't. What are your thoughts? Hit the like, hit the share, let's get a few people in. It's not going to be a long stream, but it's just breaking news. Fabinho left out and in talks with the Saudis. So it's crazy stuff. Absolutely crazy stuff, isn't it? It'd be sad to lose Fabinho. Do not get me wrong, it would be really sad to lose him. He's been absolutely brilliant for us. He didn't have a great season last season, he really didn't. He had a few injuries, niggles. If someone comes in at his age profile, 40 million plus, the wages probably 3 times what he's on, it's hard to turn down. I think it's hard to turn down. There was a bit of a thing about Hendo. I think Hendo's wages tripled. What was it, 700,000 a week? But they couldn't pay the 20 million Liverpool wanted. They only had something like 13.5 million in their transfer budget. I mean, the wages were worth 3 times that. So there's something dodgy going on there. So I say Liverpool said, we're not getting involved with that one. Hendo, Troy stay there, your club captain, legacy and all that. And maybe the Fabinho one has just trumped absolutely everything. But who knows? It is, as I say, breaking news. So get comments in, hit that like button, hit the share button. It's not going to be a long stream, but Fabinho left out of the pre-season travelling squad to Germany. Wow, what are your thoughts on that, guys? What are your thoughts on that? Crazy news. This Saudi Arabian league, I mean, is doing it to teams. I'm sure we're not going to be the last team they're going to do it to. They're going to be looking at players in the Premier League coming here. They're going to offer them 3-4 times their wages, and they're just going to go, oh my God, you're blowing me out of the water here. You know, maybe 500,000, 600,000-700,000 a week. It's crazy. Tax free, by the way. I think it's actually tax free. So it's absolutely crazy stuff. And a lot of people will be saying Fabinho will be mad to turn it down, and a 40 million fee probably up front as well. Who knows? I don't know what way the fee would be structured, but it's not a done deal. He's in talks with the Saudi club, but I think Liverpool will accept it. I really do think they'll accept it, and already we'll have had 2 or 3 number 6s lined up. We know Southampton's Romeo Lavea has been linked, but he's only a young lad. Could he come straight in and fit in for, you know, someone like Fabinho? I don't think so. I think we need a ready-made. Someone like a Caicedo. Now the money, I think they want between 80 and 100 million for Caicedo. It could be out of a bracket. It's huge money. I would love Caicedo at Liverpool. Don't get me wrong. He'd be perfect. He would be the perfect. Imagine him, McAllister teaming up again. Old Brighton buddies. And then big bad Dom there, Dominic. I mean, it would be absolutely beautiful. But who knows? It's all breaking. It is breaking since this morning. It was late last night. £40 million bid put in for Fabinho from the Saudis. We shall see what happens. Hi Dave, long time no see. Me old sunshine footy account in. How are you, my friend? Hit that like, hit the share, give us a sub, show us you care. As I say, it's just breaking news. Fabinho, Liverpool's Brazilian number 6, Liverpool's stopper, Liverpool's man who puts his foot in, is in talks with the Saudis for £40+ million move. Well, a lucrative move for him and his family, of course, huge wages and all that. But it looks like he is on his way out. But importantly, Hendo is on the plane to Germany. So maybe Klopp was in Hendo's ear yesterday and said, listen, we're going to accept the Fabinho bid. You stay, for another year or two. Stay here. You're the captain. We cannot afford to lose Fabinho, Hendo and Milner in one window. I know I was talking about Thiago as well. But, if we lose Fabinho out of the three amigos and get £40+ million and we replace him, you'd say brilliant, but we should see off into the sunset, says Darren O'Connor, Daz in the house from Liverpool Connection podcast. Check it out, top class. Footy account is saying, I've been a big Fabinho fan, but we can pocket 40 after paying that 5 years ago. It's okay. Well, yeah, it was 40s, wasn't it, in around that? And to get him 5 years, got the best 5 years out of him. That's why Liverpool, I'd say, will jump all over this, to be fair. The wages he'll be on in Saudi Arabia will be absolutely ridiculous. Liverpool won't be able to match them. He can sail off into the sunset for the next 2 or 3 years. But we will be watching this like hawks. And when Paul Joyce mentions it, you go with it. And Paul Joyce said it, you go with it. James Pearce, David Ornstein, Melissa Reddy, all these guys say it, you go with it. These guys are saying it, so you go with it. But as I say, £40 million plus deal on the cards, on the table for Fabinho, left out of the Liverpool pre-season squad for Germany. They flew out this morning. And the big news, of course, was Hendo was on the plane. Now, that doesn't mean he's not going, but it means, if he wasn't on the plane, I'd be more worried. Kone is priced at €35. I think Kone got a bad injury in the under-21s for France, didn't he? The under-21 championship. I know we're still interested in Kone. We are still interested. Will we re-enter for Thuram? Will we go Lavia? If Fabinho goes, we need 2 midfielders. If Fabinho goes, I think we need 2. We need Lavia plus, or maybe throw it all eggs in one basket and go for Casado. Maybe, because as you say, he's close to 100 million. But it's going to be really interesting to see what Liverpool do next. If Fabinho goes over the weekend and does his medical and flies out early next week, the boys are away in Germany, Fabinho's done, surely Liverpool are pressing the button on the number 6, are pressing the button. They've 2 or 3 people they've been looking at for the last probably 12, 18 months, and they're ready to rock it. If you have 40 million in your bank account, plus whatever you had, it's a little negotiation. Like going into a car salesman, and you see the lovely Toyota in the corner, and you've 40 grand in your back pocket. You know what I mean? Let's go, baby. Barry Sweeney, they need to get the next midfielder signing right to replace Fab. No messing around now, says Barry. Absolutely, my friend. We've got 12 people in, only 5 likes. Hit that like button for Jordan Henderson, hopefully staying at Liverpool. Hit that like button for Fabinho. Sadly leaving, because I did like him. He was absolutely brilliant. But we have to do what rights for the club. We have to do what rights for the club. Have we seen the best of Fabinho? I think so. I don't think you're ever going to get what you got from him for 2 or 3 years, for 2 or 3 seasons. As I say, he was probably the best DM, the best, central defensive midfielder, CDM that you'd probably be in the world at one stage, and certainly in the Premier League. Will he go back to that level? I don't think so. So if you can get 40 plus, get him off your wage bill, bring in a younger version, you take it. That's what you have to do. But I just think the Saudi Arabia thing has thrown everything chaos into the air. It really has. I mean, Liverpool were going along nicely, bringing in Big Bad Dom, bringing in Alexis McAllister. We're talking about Lavia, talking about Thuram, talking about Kone. They still could be on the cards. Pavard and Gravenberch and all this. And it was going along nicely. Pre-season, flying out today. The Hendo news broke during the week. Talking about it. The Hendo news talking about it. We thought he was going. Is he going? Is he not? Then, last night, bit of mummerings about Fabinho, even mummerings about Thiago, but more about Fabinho, that there was a possible £40 million bid on the table. Was it bullshit? Was it real? Who knows? And then last night, late broke, there was a £40 million bid put in, and Liverpool were looking at it. And all of a sudden, you wake up in the morning, Paul Joyce mentions that Fabinho is not on the plane to Germany, and then you're going, wow, this one could move fast. This one could move fast. You know what I mean? Unbelievable. Unbelievable stuff. So hit that like, hit the share, let's go. But if he does go, which looks likely that he might go, we got to get a right replacement in. We need a number 6. We missed the number 6 last year and the season before. We need a number 6. We need someone big time. A lot of moan about Hendo in the media about the LGBT TQ stuff, of course. Well, that's it. I mean, the rainbow laces and stuff and all the good charity work Hendo does. He does a lot of stuff that people don't even know about. He did it during COVID. He was captain of the captains and all that in the Premier League. Unbelievable human being. Top fella. But, look, maybe he has, maybe the pressure of that as well. Maybe the human rights and stuff like that. Maybe. I'm not saying Hendo's pulled out of going to Saudi Arabia. Nobody knows. He could go. But I'd be very, very surprised if Liverpool let Hendo and Fabinho go in the window with Milner gone, Ox gone, Naby gone, Melo gone. Actually, Arthur Melo could be going to Atalanta in Italy. I heard something about that as well today. So we wish him well. We hope he plays football. That's all players want to do, professionals want to do. They want to play football. You know, we don't wish anybody any bad. He only had 13 minutes for Liverpool. I'm hoping he gets another few years and plays football. That's what we want. We want players playing. You know, once you put on that red shirt, even if it's for 13 minutes, you're a Liverpool player. So let's go. Good luck to your son. Henderson deal is a bit of a mess, as Barry, but the Henderson deal could be up in the air now because of the Fabinho deal. That's what I'm saying. Arthur too on the rocks is for the account. Arthur's on the rocks is right, baby. But it's interesting, isn't it? It's breaking news, as I say. I think it was 11 o'clock, 20 minutes or half an hour ago. Once Paul Joyce put it in there, you know, Liverpool at a £40 million bid, and then Fabinho's not on the plane. Well, he must be talking with his agents, must be doing something. Probably even flying to Saudi Arabia this weekend. They do something on Monday, you know. Who knows? I mean, it moves really, really fast. But Liverpool will be looking now to replace if he goes, and that's the key for me. He can't go unless Liverpool have a number 6 and say, right, we want you in, we want you ready to rock and roll. Get him in. That's what we want. We want Fabinho to be replaced, and I'm sure Liverpool, we know who they've been looking at. Romeo Lavea of Southampton, of course. Casado of Brighton would be the dream, but the money, who knows? I don't know, but he would. Imagine you got him, it'd be wow, because he would suit us just down to the ground. Him and McAllister midfield, be like Brighton all over again. But we shall see. It's a crazy season. That's what I'm saying to you, and it's going to get crazier. The window is only really open a few weeks. Declan Rice, I think, officially went to Arsenal today. There's another huge one. They got Timber yesterday. I thought he was going to go to Forest, but you know. That was a joke. But look, it's brilliant. Liverpool have gone to Germany in the pre-season. They've pre-season friendlies coming up. It's coming in. It's going to be great. It's going to be an unbelievable season. But you've got to get this right. You let Fabinho go. You've got to get a replacement. A ready-made. I'm talking about a ready-made M&S meal. None of this slow cooking in the bloody oven. Players that might be good 2-3 years down the line. You're waiting for them to come out of the oven for a few years. I want a ready-made 2-3 minutes in the microwave and it's a done deal. It's in the 11. That's what we need if Fabinho goes. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. We need a ready-made CDM, central defensive midfielder, because our away form last year, to me, was down to the midfield. To me, it was down to the fact that Hendo, Fabinho, Thiago just weren't up for it. The legs were gone. We need someone with legs. We need someone with energy, someone to put the bloody foot in that midfield, from away from home. Our away form was championship level. Our home form was Champions League. Our home form was, I've no problem with our home form. The new 6,000-7,000 Anfield Road and 61,000 Reds singing. Well, almost 61,000 when you add in away fans. Home form is no problem. It's the away form, and that midfield CDM is the big one for me. So if we can get a big name CDM in there, it'd be unbelievable. Henderson deal is very close as well. It's a shame. I don't know about the Henderson one. The Henderson one's gone on the back burner. He is on the plane to Germany this morning for the pre-season, but Fabinho was not on the plane. They were struggling, I think, with the money. Liverpool wanted 20 million for Henderson. Henderson was getting 700 a week, 700,000 a week. So you're thinking, hold on, 700,000 a week multiplied by 52 over 3 years or whatever it is ridiculous money, and they're struggling to pay a 20 million fee. Something dodgy there. Whereas I think the team coming in for Fabinho have the 40 million in their back pocket and say, right, here's your 40 million, baby, you will check. Deal done. That will move fast. So I think the Fabinho one will definitely move in the next 48 hours. The Henderson one's being put in the back boiler, I would say. And I would be surprised if Henderson goes now. If Fabinho goes. I really would. To lose Fabinho and Henderson. Unless they have two coming in. But I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Thoughts on Ndidi, says Alonso. I do like him. That's another one. A possibility. Fabinho's a lot of experience to lose without a replacement. So Seamus, we need a replacement, Seamus. That's the whole point. We have 20 people in. Let's get it to 20 likes, baby. Cost nothing. It's free. Hit that like button for LFC. Let's go, baby. Fiorentina, Luiz is a name to keep an eye on, says Neil Jones has confirmed. There's going to be names, there's going to be links, there's going to be absolutely everything happening in the next 48 hours if Fabinho does go. There's still the thing cloud hanging over Hendo. Even Thiago's being linked to a move back to Barca. I mean, it's crazy stuff. I just want stability at Liverpool. I don't like the chaoticness that we're going through right now. I want to relax. I don't want any of this. I want Liverpool to make the right decision, and midfield is key. Midfield is key to us doing something next year. Midfield was key last year. We weren't quite at it in midfield, so therefore we had to address it. We let a lot of players go. We brought in McAllister. Big bad Dominic is in there. They're two beautiful additions. But if you're letting Fabinho go, or number 6, or CDM, without someone coming in, that would be suicide, and I don't think that is going to happen. Is Fab a done deal? Says Redbird is not a done deal. Liverpool, I think, have accepted the 40 million, but you have to do, his own agreement and his own and medicals and all. But I think this one could move very fast. He's not on the plane to Germany, so he's obviously, his agent is in talks probably since last night, probably even earlier. You wouldn't know. Probably all week talking about it. Well, all our eyes were on Hendo. All our eyes were on the Hendo, and all of a sudden Fabinho comes out of left field. So I think this could happen really quick. But Liverpool have got to move fast, because if this is going to happen really quick, and it's only signing the dotted line early next week, you've got to have a CDM number 6 brought in, bang, flying out to Germany next week. So that's the trick. I'm sure they're working on it over this week. I wouldn't be surprised if you heard something today or tomorrow that Liverpool are concrete or put in a bid for. Who knows? Blah blah. Because Rice now has gone, of course, to, that deal is fried rice. That deal's gone to Arsenal. Possibly Trent midfield and sign a right back. Yeah, we've young Calvin Ramsey coming through there too. Connor Bradley. I still think we do need something there, maybe even a centre half. But we got to look at midfield. We got to look to replace the CDM. We got to look to replace Fabinho. Let's all eyes on the Fabinho goals. We need someone in. Simple as bang, done deal. Let's go. Get your comments in. Hit that like button. 25 people in, only 10 likes. Let's go, baby. Hit that like button. Fiorentina's Luiz sound looks good. Yep, a lot of talk about him. But as I said, there's been so many bloody talks about absolutely everywhere. Everyone. Yes, his legs have gone, says Trap Lines. Trent has to be a midfield. He will be, but I still think Trent is a right back. But options, as I say, he's like a transformer. Klopp loves versatility. He likes players that can play in 2 or 3 different positions. Like a transformer from the 80s. So he can play there, let's see. But I want a CDM. He's not a CDM. We need a bloody CDM in there. We need a ball winner, a guy that's going to, basically dominate the midfield like Fabinho used to do. We do need a CDM, but Fab has been poor the past 2 seasons. Last season he was terrible, says Redbird. Bashir is in. How are you guys? So hit that like button, baby. Let's go. Like for LFC. But it's going to be interesting. Susan Cox is in. I think if he stays, Hendo could lose his captaincy. I don't know about that, Susan. I do not know about that. All I do know is Fabinho is not on the plane to Germany and Hendo is on the plane. I have a feeling something's happened in the last 24 hours. Now, this is just from me. It's not from anybody else. Klopp has probably had a chat with Hendo when they heard the Fabinho deal coming in. It was something too good Liverpool could not turn down. 40 million plus, age profile, even performance profile. They probably have 1 or 2 lined up in the background, just waiting on money to come in and say, right, 40 million. You sail off into the sunshine. You've been brilliant for us. Hendo, we're going to need you to stay here. Secure your legacy. I know it's a big deal to turn down. It's a lot of money in Saudi Arabia, but I'm hoping something like that happened because I do not want to lose Hendo plus Fabinho. I mean, and Milli Vanilli's gone already. I think that'd be dangerous. You need experience. You need someone like that around in the background. You need a captain. You need a leader. And to lose a Fabinho and a Hendo, I can't see it. So if Fabinho goes, I think Hendo stays. That's just me. CDM's a lot harder role than a right centre mid, says Traps. Trent cut the ugly dread, fam. He's gonna be a baller like 2019's, says Bashir. Of course, Trent's new lovely hairstyle. It's lovely, nice and tight. Let's hope he keeps it nice and tight at the back, baby. Like his hairstyle. Andrew Quinn is in. Is there any CDM from the Bundesliga would take to replace Fabinho? Milli Vanilli says footy account. Yeah, Milli Vanilli, what a player he was. Unbelievable. Look, it's crazy. It's going to be crazy the next few weeks. It is going to be crazy for the next few weeks, guys. So hold on tight, hit the like and share, give us a sub, show us you care, because there's going to be content coming out your ears on Dave's LFC Chats, YouTube and Twitter as well. If Henderson and Fabinho leave, that means we need 3 in. Henderson will be left red-faced, and I don't think his deal will happen. If you go for Alan Varela, pay his 10 million buyout clause. Levea as well for 40, says LFC today. It is LFC today, my friend. Is LFC tomorrow as well. Let's see. I don't know. I'm not going to speculate. Fabinho looks a 90% job at this stage. The Hendo one's probably cool. The Fabinho's gone up. Last night it was Hendo. This is the trick. Fabinho's up here now. Let's see what happens. There's dreads and there's ugly Trent dreads. Look, I don't care, but I did hear Klopp talking about hairstyles when Trent had a really tight, proper looking professional haircut. We won everything, so who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's a good look. I think Hendo's staying, and that's okay as long as we don't start use him in the millie roles as Redboard. Yeah, to me, it makes sense to hold on to Hendo if you can, and get rid of Fab for 40. It's the money. It's the money up front. It's the 40 million up front probably, and go, right, we can spend that now. Get a CDM in, lower age profile, bring the profile down. Dynamism, bring in legs. We need legs. We need someone that drinks 6 cans of Red Bull every day. Energy. That's what we need. And we need to do it fast if Fab goes in the next 48 hours or whatever. Possible Thiago was leaving as well, Seamus. Yeah, that out of the 3 was the one that not many people were talking about. Barcelona return and stuff like that. I'd still keep Thiago. I mean, for the fact that he gives you something different than everybody else in the midfield. We've young Bjasetic as well there. Curtis Jones has come on. You've Harvey Elliott. But we need experience in the midfield. You need experience. You can't throw it all on young lads' shoulders. You just cannot do that. So we need experience. If Fabinho goes, which looks likely now to Saudi Arabia, and we accept the 40 million, if we accept the 40 million for Fabinho, he's not on the plane to Germany this morning, but Henderson is. So that's key for me. Hendo's on the plane. Fabinho's not on the plane. Let's see what happens. It's all up in the air. I think we can get at least 3 more players and a bit more on the bench, which has always been a problem, says Sonia. Yes. Look, guys, last year we've been talking about it on my show, and everybody's bloody LFC shows. We've been talking about it. Our midfield was all over the shop. We needed 2 or 3 midfielders. Then we get rid of 5 or 6 players, 4 midfielders. We bring in 2. McAllister, Big Bad Dom, we bring in 2. But we're still short 2 or 3. And now Fabinho's gone. We still need 2 or 3 in. If Fabinho goes, we don't just need to replace him. We need another 1 or 2. Possibly right back, possibly centre half. It's business done. It's going to be a generation game. Crazy stuff. Rebuild City. Absolutely ridiculous. I would take Amrabat, says my friend Dawali. Yeah, that killed him. United were looking at him as well. He was brilliant in the World Cup, of course, for Morocco. But who knows? We need players. We need at least 2 midfielders. At least 2 midfielders if Fabinho goes, which looks likely. I'm hoping Hendo doesn't go too. We cannot lose all that experience in one window. I mean, you're throwing everything out the bloody window. But it is really interesting stuff. Thiago needs to stay. He's just had surgery, so it might help him. I want Thiago to stay. I want Hendo to stay. I think Fab is the right deal for the club, right deal for the player. If we can get a CDM in. If we can get someone in to fit that role perfectly. A specialist CDM, number 6. They're very hard to come by. They're not easy. They're not out there all over the shop. We know young Romeo Lavia, but I still think he's too young. We want someone with experience in there. A Casado. I know he's young too. Is he 22? But wow, what a player he is. Or maybe we'll get someone, we'll pull someone out of the bag we never heard of. We need no Fazo, but we all feel that we need no Fascio, but we all need to fill the gaps. We need to get players, my friend, and we need proper players. None of this Aldi Lidl type mellow players. We need M&S, baby. We need Harrods. We need players that are ready-made to come in, bang. Starting 11 players, basically. I have a feeling Levea is a smoke screen for a better player. Maybe. Experience goes out the window if they can't perform on the pitch, says Redboard. Well, there's no guarantee any player's going to, when they sign for big money, there's no guarantee any player's going to fit right into that system. We do have a profile on players and say, right, we signed them with a factors, fitting them into the system like a piece of, a little piece of a jigsaw puzzle. And most of the time, it has worked for Liverpool, so let's see. Neil Jones has said Casado deal will definitely not happen as he's going to Chelsea, says LFC today. Yeah, but who knows? Gravador or Colwell, choose one of them. I liked Colwell, that young Levi Colwell. Of course, he's on Chelsea's books, but who knows? Really good, isn't he? He's English as well. Helps the English contingent. It's going to be interesting. We definitely can't lose Fab and Hendo together. I'd be happy to keep one of them. We need the experience of Seamus, but as I just said, it's looking like Hendo will stay and Fab will go. That's what it looks like. But who knows? This is the most excited I've been for the season since 2020 after winning all big ears this past year. Well, excited when you're losing players, but more excited when you're bringing players quality in. That's the big one. This is the big question. Awaken World is in the house. If Hendo and Milner both leave, we may lack leadership. I don't think Virgil is a leader, says Awaken World. That's a big shout, my friend. I do think Virgil's a big leader. I do think Alisson Becker's a big leader. I do think Mohamed, the king of Egypt, is a big leader. Henderson, I don't think goes anywhere. Fabinho goes, simple as. We need another centre-back half. Badly, says Eddie Burke. We do, my friend. We did look at Hanko, David Hanko off Feyenoord. They won the Eredivisie with the Dutch league last year. Big, strong, similar to Van Dijk. Dutch. Looked at him, see what happens. I think he's Slovakian actually, is he? Slovak, I think, but he looked really good. It's died a bit. I did a video on him, but who knows? But we need 3 or 4 players. If Fabinho goes, we need 3 or 4. We need 2 midfielders and a defender, no doubt about it. Calvin Phillips has been mentioned. No thanks, and I say no thanks too. But you never know. A lot of energy there. Poor lad. Made the move. Big money move. Never really played. Robbo for captains, his footy account. I get that. Hendo and Fab did fit the system, but they can't perform anymore. Every dog has its day, to be fair, says Redford. Every dog has its day. Every dog has a bark. Calvin Phillips would undoubtedly be eminently excremental. Excremental signing. I like that. Yeah, he's Slovakian powerhouse of a centre half, says Seamus Moore. Yes, David Hanko. Remember the name. He could come. Who knows? But Calvin Phillips probably go to West Ham to replace Rice. That is a possibility. Rice, of course, went to Arsenal officially. It's going to happen now. I think it's going to kick. A lot of teams are going away in pre-season. Liverpool flying out to Germany, of course. A lot's going to happen in the window. The window is starting to creak open. The transfer window is sort of being quiet. Okay, we got business done early with Big Bad Dom coming in from Leipzig. And of course, McAllister done really early. What a signing he is. The World Cup winner coming in from Brighton. But it could start, you know. Fab goes. Liverpool are looking for a CDM. Bang, bang, bang. Who knows? The window is all of a sudden open. Can Henderson play 90 minutes in enough games in the season now, says Alan? No. But we're going to need a lot of players. We're in the Europa League as well. We're going to need nearly 2 teams. One to play in those latter stage group stages on Thursday night in someone's back garden in Poland or Czech Republic or Slovakia or whatever. We're going to need a team for that on a Thursday night, and they're going to need our A team for the Sunday games, because you don't play on a Saturday in the Europa League. You basically play Sunday and a Monday. So we're going to need, that's what we're going to need, 2 teams. We need players. We need players. We got rid of a bloody bus full of players only a few weeks ago. We brought in 2. Okay, you can say maybe 2 or 3 young lads will come up to complement that have done really well. But we need experience. We need experience. That's what we need. And we need a really good replacement. A proper starting 11 replacement. If Fabinho goes, which looks likely now. Liverpool looking at the £40 million bid put in. He's not on the plane to Germany, and Hendo is on the plane. That's the question. We have to see the Hendo shuffle in Dublin. Seamus, of course, my hometown. The Aviva Stadium is the final Europa League next year. It'd be great if Liverpool won it in Dublin, wouldn't it? It'd be a home game, really, and I would love that, of course. My 4 players would be Lavea, Varela, and Thuram. Hinakape then for centre back or left back. But wishful thinking under these owners, says LFC today. Yeah, big time. Who knows? Who knows? I think McAllister could be the next Hendo. We need him for the experience. I'd keep him. We need legs in the middle to get... Sonia, I'll read that back again. We need legs in the middle to get us the wins. Also, we need the bench to scare other teams. Yes, we need players. We need players. We got rid of loads. We're not really replacing them at the moment, you know. Surely Liverpool have some sort of a strategy. You know, you can't just let everybody go and not replace them. You know what I mean? And then you're asking the club, and they know you need players. They have you over a barrel. You know, Lavea or Casado. Well, you've sold Fabinho. You've no centre mid, a centre CDM. I want 100 million from him. I want 60 million from him. He's only worth 40, but I want 60. Well, you need him. You need him. You've nowhere to live. You need this house. You've nowhere to live. You're out in the street if you don't get this apartment or house. I want 60 million for him. That's the problem Liverpool are going to have. So the deals have got to be done in sync. Are the Dubliners still going? Says Footy Account. The Dubliners? No, the lead singer's dead a long time. Great band. What? The Dubliners. What a great band. Don't forget Jones has been stepping up a lot, pushing for the starting pot. I'm not forgetting Curtis Jones. I'm absolutely not, but I want to replace Fabinho if he goes. Ronnie Drill's Seamus. What? Ronnie Drill midfield, what a player he would be. Ronnie Drill and the Dubliners. If this team can kick off winning some trophies together, they can do it for years and years. I'm excited for the future and what Klopp leaves behind, says Bashir. I hope Klopp goes nowhere. He's another 3 years left. 2026, and the thing I'm thinking about, did it with Keith and Ivan last night. We did a live show. I think if Klopp can rebuild, this is a rebuild in motion right now. But if he can get a proper rebuild in, and we can get back up into the top table, Champions League table, fighting for trophies, fighting for the league the next year or two, I think he might even extend by a year or two, 26, 27, 28. You know, if the rebuild looks good to him and he's getting the backing from FSG, that's the key, isn't it? Elliott as well, another midfield option. Katie Gordon's back in training. Poor lad was out for 18 months. Bad injury. What a promising player he was. But they're young. They're unproven. They're young. Curtis Jones has stepped up. Elliott needs to step up a little bit better. But we need players in, guys. We know what we have. Flying out to Germany today. We need to have players in that aren't going to Germany today. We need to replace them with quality. The key is quality. You can replace them with players that will never kick a ball like Arthur Mello. You can replace them with players that are always injured like Naby and Ox. We need players that are ready to rock and roll. Trying to sign Florentino Lewis on FIFA 23 and it says I can't, so maybe he can. Oh my God. Maybe they know something that we don't. You know what I mean? Maybe it's possible. Rooks is in. Finally we're getting money for players and not allowing them to leave on a free transfer. Good point, my friend. Good point. But this Saudi thing, where all the oil money is, the craziness. We know there's problems in Saudi Arabia. We know there's human rights issues and all that. That won't go away. That's in the background. But if we can get 40 plus million, probably straight up with a check for Fabinho, with his age profile, with his drop in performance, it has to be said. He wasn't great last year. His legs were certainly gone by 20-30%. And in that position, that CDM, you need someone with legs. You need someone with an engine. He needed a full service. That engine was not pouring like it used to. I think Liverpool take the hand off you, but they've got to have a replacement. That's the key. You can have the money, but you have a replacement. It's like FSG built this big mansion, but put all the windows in next year. They will always leave us short. Yeah, well, we missed out on windows. That was the big take on FSG. We all know about that. They missed out on so many bloody windows. I think 3 key windows. The year we won the league in 2020. Was a terrible window. That was the time to reinforce, and they didn't do it. Now it's coming back to haunt them, and we're 2 or 3 windows behind, and they're trying to do it all in one window. Sometimes that doesn't work, and that's a panic, and I don't like that. A Baroque mansion with no windows. Who cares, mate? We looked after us and not worried. Who cares, mate? We look after us and not worry about Saudi. No, we don't. I know. We're not worried about Saudi. I'm just saying this Saudi thing, this Saudi league that they're trying to create artificially real quick has thrown clubs all over the shop. They've already got a few players from Wolves, haven't they? They come knocking on your door with 3 times your wages, 4 times your wages, probably money up front. You can't say no, you know what I mean? Sonia says, I can't see any player who didn't want to play for the shirt. I hope Klopp will get them to click. If we do, it'll be magic. Believe in Jurgen Norbert. Klopp, we all do. Yes, but we need to move. We need to move them, put them before we get the replacement, says Rooks. Exactly. And look, Fabinho is agreed, which I'm not saying it's a done deal or anything, but we'll know in the next few hours, I'm sure. If Fabinho goes to Saudi for that 40 plus million, Liverpool are already on the phone to this CDM to replace him and go, right, maybe even a bid's gone in. Who knows? But Hendo's on the plane, baby. I like Saudi thing because no one would offer us 40 million for Fabinho. That's true. Bro, take FSG, Redmond TV, Anfield Rap, and all those top revs with Fabinho to Saudi. Oh my God, some of them are my mates. Some of them are my buddies. I'm not saying FSG are my buddies, but you know what I mean. I was reading something yesterday about LeBron James trying to buy a bigger stake in the club. Maybe that was a slam dunk. Yeah, Redbird Capital, I think he's involved in and stuff like that. But we shall see. It's crazy, and it's going to get crazier. I'm not staying on too long, so hit that like Hit the share. Let's get up to 25 likes. We're on 19. We've 30 people in. Hit that like, baby. The more likes, the more people, the more fun, the more crack, the more love for LFC on YouTube and Twitter and Instagram at LFC, Dave's LFC Chats. Guys, been great. It's been interesting. It's going to get more interesting. If something else happens in the next few hours, I'll break it either with a short video or I'll go live. Simple as, that's what I'll do. But Fabinho is not on the plane to Germany. The preseason starts today. Henderson's on the plane. Fab is not. It's a complete U-turn from yesterday. Complete U-turn. I've had to sign Edison Alvarez for the Fab replacement now from Benfica. Oh my God. Oh my God. Also think about this. He won't ever play against us. If we sold him to a European team, he could face us in the future, which I would hate. So going to Saudi is a huge win for us as Rooks. Good point. Yeah, good point. Yeah, you never know. They have the Champions League final in Saudi Arabia in a few years in Riyadh. I wouldn't put that past them either. They did it with the golf, the live golf thing, and they did it with World Championship boxing. So do not be surprised if there's a European final in Riyadh in the next 4 or 5 years, because that would be trying to, or Liverpool playing United in the one-off game in the league and being paid huge money in Riyadh, because those type of things are on the cards. Money talks, unfortunately, guys. Money talks. I'd rather sell Hendo and keep Fab. He's a special player. Look. I am actually the other way around, unfortunately. If we can get a replacement for CDM, it's a hard place. It's a big job, big responsibility. If we can get the replacement for Fabinho, I would sell Fabinho for that money and keep Hendo. For his leadership skills, for everything else. That's just me. Casado would be a great replacement by rumours. If he's going to LA, Chelsea, I'd take Nunes at Wolves. Yeah, a lot of talk about Nunes last year as well, but I don't know. I just don't know. Would be on LFC TV. Is it on LFC TV? Yes, preseason's on LFC TV, but I think you have to have some sort of subscription to it. Something like that. You play a few games in Germany, fly out to Singapore. I think it's 2 games, Leicester City and Bayern Munich. It's only a few days there and back again. We know Klopp doesn't like, flying all over the world. Nobody does. I don't either. But I'm not going to stay on much longer. We give it another about 5 minutes. So hit the like, hit the share, give us a sub, show us your love. Fabinho, not on the plane to Germany. Jordan Brian Henderson is on the plane. Read into that what you will. A lot of content coming. I hope we get a CDM in the next 48 hours to replace if Fabinho goes. That's the key for me. Yeah, you have to pay for it. DM is necessary this window. Absolutely. I want Katie Gordon and Besetic this season. No way we get Casado. Way too expensive. Max I'd pay for him would be 80 million. They want 100 million. If they won't pay 88, there's no way we get Casado. Well, that's true. It's crazy money. It's absolutely crazy money. It is not worth it. It's madness. I do like him though. Magic Casado, McAllister, Salasaboy, Big Bad Dom, I'm going to call him. Big Bad Dominic is what I'm going to call him, because his surname is absolutely unbelievable. Casado is extortion priced. Yes, it is. But maybe Liverpool can do a deal. Who knows? We do have a good relationship, of course, with Brighton. But to take McAllister and Casado in the same window, wow, that would be really interesting. Will Kelleher stay or go? That's another question mark. There's too many question marks for me. It's chaotic. I don't like question marks hanging over Liverpool in pre-season. I hope Caoimhe Kelleher stays at Liverpool, but who knows? I mean, if the right money came in, would FSG sell? Probably. I'm excited for the season, says Sonia. We all are, absolutely. FSG will sign Lavea and we finish 7th next season. Come on, a bit more positivity than that, my friend. Let's go. Let's see what happens. It's hard to say where we're going to finish because there's so many deals to be done on and off the pitch. More players to leave, more players in. Let's see where we are for the Chelsea game at Stamford Bridge in the middle of August. Then we can talk about it. I want a good season. I think we can have a good season, but we got to get the right players in, and they've got to fit. You got to fit straight away. You got to hit the ground running. Chelsea away first game is not easy. Pochettino will have them ready, rocking and rolling. Get Ndidi for 2 bobs his footy account. They might be looking at that too. I want Kelleher to stay. He's an amazing number 2. He needs to play football for the international for Ireland as well. He needs to be playing. He needs to be playing football. No use. He will probably get the Europa League jersey. He'll probably be offered the Europa League, the League Cup, probably the FA Cup, and we'll have Alisson just for Premier League. Probably that's the deal. And if that is it, he's going to get a lot of Europa League games. Lavea and Bjasetic, and rotate them. Lavea is really good. He's only 19 or 20. Really, really young. Top talent. But I want more ready-made than that. Maybe Levea Plus. Levea Plus. We will sign Boseo, the really good Brazilian from Gramero. Gramero, was that the team that Lucas Lavia played for, I think, in Brazil? Or something like that. Yes, but if we can keep him, he's a great assist to have on the bench. Absolutely. Kelleher shouldn't stay. See him against Southampton. Ah, come on, that was one game. Come on, do you see him in the League Cup final against Chelsea? He scored a penalty. That was one game. It was 4-4. He was bad for at least 2 of those goals, but I can't judge a player on one bloody game. Everybody can have a bad game. How many good games has he got? You know, don't point to the bad games. How many good games? You know, Alisson's had 1 or 2 bad games. How many good games? Alisson was player of the season last year. Unbelievable. So, you know, pick up the good points, not the bad points. That's the way we go. There's always a mistake in a goalkeeper. That's the game. That's the way it plays. But as I say, guys, it's been an interesting 48, 24 hours. Fabinho, looks like Liverpool will accept the 40 million for Fabinho to the Saudi League. We need a CDM to replace if it goes true. He's not on the plane to Germany pre-season today, but Henderson's on the plane. So for me, it looks like Henderson stays, unless some crazy bid comes in and Fabinho goes. That would make more sense. From an Irish perspective, Kelleher needs to leave, but he's a good second choice keeper for us, Seamus. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would offer Brighton 50 million plus Kelleher for Casado. You should be working for the transfer committee, baby. You should be working. They have a decent goalkeeper anyway, don't they? So I don't know whether they'd want that. Wasn't we looking for Nakate for Forest centre-back? Looks like a beast. A beast. Yeah, there's going to be links, as I say, guys. There's going to be links coming out your bloody ears big time. But as I say, the breaking news, I'm gonna nod off here. I'm going to have a bit of lunch. Hope we keep tabs on Yuri Nator, the Bulgarian wonder kid. Baiting is right. There's going to be, look, we're going to be watching everywhere. I'm watching, you're watching. Liverpool are watching. Big Jorge, Liverpool's new transfer maestro, is watching. The phone is on. Klopp's flying out to Germany today. Anything's possible, guys. But I'd say there's got to be big news in the next 48 hours of either leavings and incomings. Possibly even by Monday, someone could come into Liverpool and be really interested. And they've got to move quick on this. They've really got to move quick. And they're not letting Fabinho go unless they've got someone lined up. Simple as. Because if they do, it's suicide. It's footballing suicide. And it would be a big mistake. Because that's a pivotal role. CDM, number 6, hard to replace. You can't let Fabinho go if you haven't got someone like-minded to replace him. Simple as. I have a feeling there was a big signing in coming to Seamus. I like your positivity. Absolutely, my friend. Let's go. Good old Yuri. My heart will give away if Adrian is number 2. Adrian signed a new extension, by the way. He will be there. I like Adrian. He's apparently very good around the camp. He's number 3, though. He's number 3. And we've 1 or 2 young keepers as well. But look, let's get behind the team. Let's relax. Try to get a few players in. Look forward to the new season. Fabinho goes, we wish him luck. Hendo stays, we wish him luck. But we got to replace him. Whoever goes, we got to replace. We got to replace with quality. That is the key. Leave it to Klopp to sort it all out, my friend. Absolutely, Bashir. And it will be signing that nobody is expected. Well, the Fabinho one was when we came in from Monaco. He was on the plane texting, and that was left field. No one knew about that player. 3 unbelievable seasons, 3 maybe 4 unbelievable seasons for us. So we wish him well if he does go to Saudi Arabia. But we need someone in. I think that is the key. I'm going to leave it there. Enjoy your weekend. And else happens, it's breaking news on Dave's LFC Chats. Hit the like. Hit the share. Let's go. Loads of content to come. Huge season to come. But Fabinho is not on the plane to Germany, Liverpool's pre-season, but Henderson is. Take it at what you want. Who knows? Let's see. Stay safe. Talk soon. You never walk alone. Let's go. Cheers, guys.